dental, pharmacy, and behavioral health services with many locations throughout Stevens County. Their team of dedicated professionals are here to provide comprehensive care for everyone in your family. Appointments are available now by calling 509-935-6004. New Health, bringing healthcare into communities and communities into healthcare since 1978. And by Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Wait. There it is. I couldn't find the button. It's too early.
All right.
Come on. Already a morning.
I'm wearing my glasses today. I can see too well.
Good boy. Yeah.
Good morning. It is your KCHW morning show. I am Chuck Ritchie. We are here with the lovely Sharon Ludwig and Paula Randall. Good morning, everybody.
Oh, once again, I'm not lovely. Good morning,
No,
everyone.
but he's meaning both lovely for both.
That was the lovelies.
Lovely.
You wouldn't pluralize that.
I have to tease you,
but
Chuck.
it is plural. Yeah, I had a hard time finding that button. I found my glasses. Been doing some, I guess the opposite of spring cleaning, fall cleaning, nesting for the winter.
Yes.
And under a pile of dust were my glasses that I lost a year and a half ago. So that little blue fuzzy button on the corner of the screen actually has words behind it.
Shocking.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Yeah.
So good morning, everybody. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Well, I'm here.
Sharon took a while to answer that one.
Yeah. And my phone is playing funny things, so, it was like I couldn't snooze over and over and over like I usually do because I didn't want to use up all this battery. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
My snooze wasn't making sense this morning. You guys ever get that? Where your alarm goes off and it just doesn't make any sense? Like it.
Oh,
no.
Why is it ringing?
Yeah, like what's this noise?
Yeah.
Definitely.
The normal 5-minute snooze doesn't really mean anything. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Right?
You just get confused.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's because you were off in La La Land.
Usually.
You didn't go to bed until 4.
I did not. I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had this should be an interesting show because you had an hour and a half of sleep?
It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. No.
Oh, goodness.
You guys staying dry out there. The weather's been wet out there lately.
It has been wet, and there's not yet snow down here, but we drove up to 49 degrees over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
What day is today? Monday. We went up on Monday, and there is such beautiful snow up there. And you just come around that last curve before you go down the hill to the right turn to go up into 49, and there's snow everywhere. It's so pretty. The slopes are covered. So, yes, it was fun. We had to go, and even though it was raining, we had to play in the snow and let the dogs play in the snow. And
You know, I've said it before on the show here. I'm not typically a snow lover, but this year, after last winter,
with no snow.
I'm ready. Let it rip.
Yes.
You know, we need it so bad.
Yes.
And the spring without any snow during the winter, man, it just went straight from nothing to fire season this year.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I am ready for if it's going to be cold and miserable and nasty,
Let it be
give
snowing.
us some snow. It really makes everything at least feel warmer.
Right?
You know?
About every 20 years, we have the big snow.
Mhm.
I love when we have the big snow. You know, we might have a foot at a time, and pretty soon you have 3 feet out there. It's just, back east, every year they have big snows, but we don't get that every year. So it's
Is
fun.
this the year?
I don't know.
What's the most snow you've ever experienced at one time?
We went to Guatemala one winter for a few weeks, came home. Well, every day we'd call, they'd say, "Oh, it snowed another foot. It snowed another
wow.
foot." So we got home, and our little Honda Civic was totally up to the top with snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
It was
you were-
amazing.
I thought you were going to say it snowed in Guatemala.
Yeah, me too.
No,
I'm like,
no,
whoa, that's crazy.
no. It was warm and great, and I was missing the year of the big snow.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about you, Paula? Do you remember? Do you know off the top of your
Well,
head?
so, I grew up in El Paso, so we had the occasional blizzard, and the fact that it would snow in El Paso was just weird anyway. And it didn't stick around, but I think probably the most snow I've experienced was probably somewhere in, like when we would go skiing in Colorado. Even living in Colorado Springs in the Front Range, the weather was so mercurial that it would snow a lot, but then it would leave. But right now, my sisters in Denver, they're getting totally dumped on.
Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah. Just lots and lots of snow and lots of winter warnings. And I-70's been a nightmare for the past couple of days. And so they are getting a lot of snow. But while we lived there for, 2-3 years, it never got too deep because, in 2 seconds later, you'd be wearing shorts. You'd be like, oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
it's 70 degrees. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
We once got, of course, this was in Anchorage, so to kind of be expected, we got 36 inches overnight.
Wow.
The most, hands down, by far the most I've ever seen.
Wow.
It was absolutely insane. My roommates and I decided to, we wanted to, just for fun, to see if there was a coffee shop outside of our neighborhood, a little, drive-through hut. And we just wanted to see if they were able to make it there and go out and play in the snow. So we walked about 10 blocks to the coffee shop in 3 feet of snow up above our waists. Just to see, and you know what? Lo and behold,
They were open.
they were open.
Yeah,
and
that
those
is
gals were in
dedication.
there making coffee, and almost nobody was there in a car. Everybody had to be there on foot.
Right? Or skis?
And yeah. There
Or
were there were some
snowshoes?
people out on snowshoes. It was almost too deep to be in snowshoes because your feet would sink. You couldn't get it on top of it.
To get
so
on the...
so
yeah.
then to pick your feet up when they're buried in snow and snowshoes is difficult.
Wow.
So,
Did you
yeah.
see pictures of that town, I think this is again in Colorado, where it snowed so much that the snow was up at the second story window and people had to exit their houses through the second story?
No, I haven't seen that.
That wasn't this year. That was a couple years ago. But yeah, wouldn't that be crazy? And they had to tunnel their way out of their houses?
Wow.
There's a story told of a house that's on the way to Spokane, and it's on the left, and it's a white house, and the second story has a door that doesn't have a balcony or anything. And the story is told that the person who built it was from somewhere like that. And they built a door on the second story so that if they had to get out in the snow, they could.
Well, they can
Wow.
still have
And I don't know
stairs
if
to
it
do
was
that.
true or not, or if people just made it up, but it was a fun story when you'd go by. There's
That's
that
a great
house.
story.
Yeah.
A second story even.
Yeah,
No, that was
it was-
bad.
Did I- yeah.
That
Yeah.
was bad. That wasn't a rim shot. That was like a wah, wah, wah. And a good segue into our weather. So today we have rain likely with a high of 42 degrees. 40 degrees and more rain overnight with a steady light rain continuing through the evening. 46 degrees and 36 for the low tomorrow. No rain in store, though. Well, maybe a 24% chance.
I was going to say, I see
maybe a little bit.
24%. Yeah.
We might get a little drizzle.
It looks like the 24% is going to be in the daytime versus the evening. The evening, it says there even is a snowflake possibility in the evening. Yeah, very
Wow.
exciting.
Well, and when it gets that warm, 46, if it's raining down here, it could be raining up at the hill.
Ooh, that's going to be messy.
Yeah. It needs to be just a little cooler than that for them to get, because we're not that much different, but we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, let's see.
Friday? Yeah.
Friday. Thank you, Friday. Friday, partly cloudy skies. Might get a little bit of sun poking out here and there.
And
40
Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday, 39 and 34 with not even a mix of rain and snow. It just says snow showers.
Right, it says snow
Yep.
showers.
Saturday. And that is,
Oh, 90% at night.
does it say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
If you
51%.
if you
Oh,
open
there we
that
go.
little
Yep.
thing,
Chance of snow in the evening, Saturday night, 90%.
90% snow. I got to get my
Sharon
reindeer
seems
out.
dubious.
Well,
Are you doubtful?
no, I'm just thinking about what all's going on this weekend, and I haven't made arrangements to have somebody plow or pack a parking lot. I mean, I usually have that all lined up, and
Well,
yeah,
I
You
it's
don't
mean,
want to
the
plow
very
this early
next-
in the year. You got to get your snow base down.
yeah.
But the very next day it's going to rain, so
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay,
worry
so
about
that'll
it.
take
Yeah.
care of it.
Yeah,
okay,
no, I don't
okay.
think it's going to stick around.
Gonna
And
be
then
gone.
so Sunday 41 and 27 with rain in the forecast, 87% chance of rain on that day. Monday of next week, 39 for a high, 23 for the low. Ooh, that's getting. I think that's the
Cold.
coldest day yet
Yeah.
so far. With partly cloudy skies, 24% chance of rain. Then Tuesday, 37 and 27, mostly cloudy skies. And Wednesday of next week, mostly cloudy again, with a 41 for the high, 27 for the low.
Yeah.
And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 days after that
fog.
of fog.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be weird.
Hopefully.
Now, is this Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because-
I finally got it to go to Chihuahua.
Because sometimes, it's fog here in the valley, and you go out south end of town, and you drive up that hill, and it's sunshiny. And you come back,
yeah.
from Spokane or something, and you come back down into the fog, and your friends will tell you it's been foggy all day long, and you were so glad you got to get out of it.
Right.
you know?
You ever drive along and you crest over the top of a hill in the fog and you get above the fog and it looks like you're on top of the clouds and you
It's
can
so
sort of
pretty.
see that fog
Yeah,
layer.
yeah.
There was we drove into town the other day. I think Sunday. Yeah, Sunday was we drove into town and man, there was a lot of fog out. Not the dangerous kind of fog, it didn't impede your vision for driving, but it was just gorgeous. Just kind of going
Oh,
in the
yeah.
clouds and hanging over the fields along the road and just above the mountaintops. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So pretty. We live in such a beautiful area.
We do.
Yesterday, we were looking up at the sky and the dramatic difference because Quartzsite Mountain was all lit up just on the beautiful, what is it, the bluff there with the beautiful quartzite, the pieces of rock.
I think that's its official name.
Right. Well, but then it was really cool because the sky was like all thundery and dramatic, and so you had this light that was coming from the west and illuminating the top of it, and then above it was all these dark, stormy grays and blues, and then the beautiful greens. And I'm like, trying to avoid our wonderful Chihuahua police because I'm like, I got to get a picture, so I'm driving maybe a bit erratically. No, I'm not driving and taking a picture. I swear.
All right, boys, I'll hold her down. You come and arrest her. All right, so let's go ahead. We have, in the second half of the show, we have a lovely guest.
Yes.
We're going to get into our local events. She's here to tell us and discuss one of those events happening this weekend that I think actually all four of us in this room are in one way or another involved with.
Okay, but let's start with birthdays
Well,
Let's do that.
and breakfast
I
and
was
lunch.
going to say, did you see my hopeful face going, what?
You are correct. I'm jumping ahead of ourselves here. So today on our Chihuahua Valley Lions Club calendar, what is today, the 13th?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh. We have Sherry Chalmers and Peyton Berea with birthdays today. Happy birthday, everybody.
Berea?
Happy
Berea?
birthday.
Is that not how you pronounce it?
Berea.
Berea, isn't that what I said?
No, you sounded like you said Berea.
I heard
Like a
Berea.
burrito.
Yeah.
Isn't,
So
what did you
Berea.
say?
Berea.
I'm hearing the same thing.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
Buria?
Yeah, now you're saying it.
No, you're saying it
Okay,
right.
Buria or Buria. Okay. Well, Peyton,
Didn't it sound
happy
like you were
birthday.
Happy birthday, happy day, happy birthday, yay, yay!
Okay. So tell us what they're having for lunch and dinner today at the
Oh,
school.
thank
Well,
you. I
breakfast
was
and
like-
lunch. Breakfast and lunch.
Breakfast and lunch. Yeah, if they're at dinner, something's wrong. Okay.
You know, my grandparents called lunch dinner. I think that's a generational thing. That
Dinner, and then you had supper.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the only person in my life I've ever actually heard call it that, but apparently I did look into it. And
Yeah, in South Dakota, it was dinner and supper.
What does
Okay.
that say?
I don't know. It's a black hat.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
wonderful school kids, you have something in a black hat with fruit or juice. And then you can also possibly...
It is a rotating breakfast sandwich.
Oh, rotating. Oh, we've talked
Oh.
about that.
But isn't this the second Wednesday?
No,
it's
this
just-
is all
it's just
for Wednesdays.
Oh,
All
I
for
see.
Wednesdays. They have
I
all
see.
of these options. So
It
there's a
looks like a
rotating
calendar, but
breakfast
it's not.
sandwich. So that means it's spinning in the air, and children, you will have to catch it if you want to eat it. Very exciting. Great
Yeah.
work on the science group over there at Guess Elementary. You can also have a fruit breakfast parfait with granola and then fruit or juice, or you can have variety cereal, cheese stick or yogurt, fruit or juice, or you can have bread or muffin, cheese stick or yogurt, and then fruit or juice. And those are wonderful options for breakfast, especially the exciting rotating sandwich, which I think is a brilliant concept. And then we go
I'm
to
still
lunch.
not understanding the cheese stick with cereal.
What?
The cheese stick with cereal. That's a weird combo.
Yeah.
I think so, but they're making sure
But
that
I wonder if I want one thing from each option, if I get to do that, if I get to make my own options.
right? Or do you have to pick one of these breakfasts?
I don't know.
Like a breakfast parfait, it should have granola in it. That's how you make a breakfast parfait. So
Exactly.
do you get more granola on the side, or what is the deal there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Ma-
variety cereal with a cheese stick or yogurt. That's like milk and yogurt. Blech.
Maybe the parfait is like a build your own sort of thing. You get yogurt and you get granola.
They
To
really
feed
need to,
100
like-
kids, nah.
Right?
It's going to be sitting there in a little glass, and you get to pick it.
Yeah.
Catherine is yelling at us. Nope. Thank you, Catherine, for watching. We can't wait to see you later. And I do not need coffee because Chuck made me some.
Oh, I smelt it when I came in. I
It's so
knew that
good.
Paula had her coffee.
So good. All right. And then for lunch, we have, remind me, today is the 13th. Oh, it's a
Yes.
very sophisticated lunch today. We have hot to dogs with baked beans, fruit, and veggie. Actually, that sounds good on a cold day,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
It does.
So that's a good lunch. And then tomorrow, I'm not here to announce it, so I'm just going to announce it anyway.
Okay,
So
do
for
it.
tomorrow, the lunch is sub sandwich with chips and fruit or veggies.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but I said earlier, we've been kind of nesting a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I think, for the upcoming weather, more so than other years I can remember. And I've really been making a lot of soups and,
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
and chicken and dumplings and
Makes the house smell so
Yeah.
good.
So good.
Yeah.
but actually weirdly I've been trying to like keeping the kitchen clean and like cooking every day.
That's awesome.
Crazy, right? None of this, hey kids, what's in the freezer that can go in the air fryer?
Right? Well, we don't have an air fryer, so I can't say anything with that. But we do. We actually cooked Brussels sprouts the other day,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh, I love Brussels sprouts.
I
I
do
do
too,
too.
but I always forget how they make the house smell. It was like Brussels sprouts. I'm
I think
like,
it smells good.
open up the doors, kids. Let us freeze for just a
It's a
bit.
cooked cabbage is what it is. A little baby
Yeah.
cabbage.
I'm like, oh, it was tasty good, but open up the doors, light some candles, something to get this smell out of here.
I forgot to mention. I forgot to answer Catherine. I know you did, but
Yeah.
I also am good. I have my own coffee, but thank you, Catherine.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Catherine. Yes.
I do have a thing in here for Catherine. It's not exciting, so don't get too excited,
Right.
Catherine. But I got something for you.
Right? All right.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our local events here.
Okay, today is Wednesday, November 13th, and we have soft pickleball from 9 to 11:30, especially for beginners over at the old middle school gym. Tonight, we have two different things, and you can hit them both. Bingo at Fired Up Pizza from 6 to 7, and Acoustic Jam at Andy's from 6 to 8. So you should be able to go to both places, and they're right across the street from each other.
It
Very,
looks like
very
on
cool.
the other calendar we have the deadline for the chamber newsletter. If you want to add anything to the Chihuahua can't speak. If you would like
The
to add
Chihuahua Chamber?
anything Yeah, but he said the Chewila Chamber newsletter, you need to email your requested items to info@chewila.org.
And I believe you can also ask to be on that list so you can receive that
Yeah.
newsletter.
I like that. I'm just going to start calling it the Chamber.
I
The Chewila Chamber. It's got a nice ring to it.
All right. Tomorrow, November 14th, is, I have that there's karaoke at the Oasis, but I don't know if that was from, you have it there too.
That is true. They are at the Oasis tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was thinking that might have been from last week that I didn't. But anyway, and Senior Bunko is on the second and fourth Thursday, and tomorrow is the second Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
And that's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
I have to interrupt. We have Matt Pariah who's listening, and he just put something really funny. Brussels sprouts smell similar to the classroom after they serve cheese and yogurt in the same meal.
And that's Parish. That's Parish.
Is it Parish? I can't see my. It's a little teeny tiny font.
See, we're comparing. Whoa! All of a sudden, I got a lot of.
Did you get some
'cause you
static?
just- yeah.
Oh, you.
No, I turned my button up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it went high.
So really cool.
Anyway.
While you're doing that, we also have tomorrow the food bank is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it is free diaper day. That is going to be at the St. Mary of the Rosary Parish Hall from 10 a.m. to 11:30. And let's see here. This is available for any parent, including expectant moms, grandparents, or foster parents. No children under 5 are eligible. No income restrictions to participate. You don't have to show anything. You don't have to prove anything.
Okay, just a minute.
you just say
Back up.
no
You just
children
said
under
no
5?
children under 5 are eligible. Wouldn't you have
All children. All children
Okay,
are
we
under 5
both
are
heard you
eligible.
say
both
no
heard you say
children
no.
You know, it's weird because I said no, but I meant all.
There we go.
Okay. We get it.
You know, I think my brain was thinking I have no children under 5,
Oh yeah.
so I'm not eligible. So
There you go.
my mouth said no.
Part of it is that he didn't go to bed till 4
I
o'clock
did.
this
Right,
morning. He didn't
So-
get enough sleep.
And you're wearing glasses that you're not used to.
I know, right? So all children under 5 are eligible. No income restrictions. They currently provide the following diaper amounts. So newborns through 6 years old get 50 diapers per month per child. Pull-ups 2T, 3T, 4T, 5T, 26 pull-ups per month per child. This again is at the St. Mary Rosary Parish Hall. That is a mouthful to say.
Yeah.
502 East Main Avenue, and that's the second Thursday of every month from 11 a.m. to 3:30. Perfect.
Nice.
That was a lot.
And I believe that line dancing has started again at the Chewila Senior Center from 2:30 to 4:30.
fun.
That's what I heard through the wind. So if that's not right, somebody needs to let us know.
I think that looks like fun. I might want to go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it is fun.
Right?
Well, I mean, line dancing is fun.
Yeah.
So
I haven't
Okay.
done line dancing since the Macarena. That was a long time ago.
And then on Friday, unless you have anything else on Thursday.
there is something on here. It says +1 more on the chamber calendar, and it's not opening up.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that means. Oh, nope, it did open.
is-
We already talked about it. It's Craig
Yeah.
Meyer Karaoke.
There we go.
Okay. So
Friday.
Friday.
On Friday.
we start the day out at the
Friday,
casino
Friday,
with
Friday.
a Chamber of Commerce at 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Then we are tired of sitting, so we go over to the middle school and play pickleball from
Pickleball,
9
yep.
till 11:30. And then that evening we go to the Fired Up Pizza All Ages Karaoke from
sushi.
6 to 9. Is that from last week too?
No, sushi and nighttime karaoke
I
is
don't
always
know.
on Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah. So look at we have somebody's entire day scheduled. Okay.
Okay. And you can go sing for a little while. Then you can hit the opening night of an evening of one acts. And that's going to be at the Chewila Center for the Arts Friday, Saturday at 7, both those days, and Sunday at 2. Tickets are $15, and they're available at Acres, Valley Drug, or online at our.show/1act2024. And the 2024 are numbers.
And there's a link to that available where?
Should be on Center for the Arts.
We can find out.
Yes, on our Center for the Arts webpage. Center for the Arts.
Okay.
I'm trying to type sideways here.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you probably have a post for that on your Facebook page too, maybe?
Yeah,
No?
right down here, Center
Okay.
for the Arts. No, that's
That's
somewhere
Amelia,
else. Maybe it's Chihuahua Center for the Arts.
I'm just going to see what we find here.
Yeah.
we're just getting.
More. I just click a button when I'm at work.
There we go.
Yeah.
Aha.
I'll have
It
to
is
say,
And it
Chihuahua
is
Center for the
Chihuahua
Arts.
Center for the
Okay.
Arts.
Yeah?
they're a lot of fun. I got wrangled into doing tech for this week, and
Oh, yes, for the
got-
one acts. Yes.
got to see him the other night without being without being backstage, and yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Look at the new Tree Labyrinth poster. Oh, I love this poster. Sorry,
Okay, so
I'm having a squirrel moment.
up at the top, is there a
Yes.
place where it says you can buy tickets? No.
Well, let's see. Event calendar. Upcoming shows. If I click on this. Oh, he is so good.
Yeah,
And
and,
then
then, it
there's the
says
link right
our
there.
show,
There we
Chihuahua.
go.
Oh,
So if you
I
go-
left out something. It says our show /Chihuahua.
So our
Backs-
dot show /Chihuahua
Chihuahua.
/one act
1Act
2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or better yet, go to Facebook or go to the internet and
Yeah, click
Google
on it.
Chihuahua
Yeah.
Center for the Arts, and you'll find it.
yeah. You
Yeah.
just have to click on that on the
And
first.
while
Okay.
you're there, you need to take a look at that beautiful Christmas tree labyrinth poster. Oh, I just love it. I love it. My favorite poster ever.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else for Friday.
Nope.
Okay, Saturday again is the one acts at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts, and also that morning is the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary Vaccine Clinic.
That's right.
Yes, and it is the last one of this year because they don't do one in January, and according to last year's schedule, they don't do them again till April. So if you need low-cost vaccines for your pet, you need to get there.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dog's tags are expired.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, rabies, $20 each for both cat and dog.
Oh, that's awesome. And the
Yeah.
microchips. We need to get Ruby chipped. She's not
Yeah,
chipped yet.
yeah. And there's all kinds of things. You can go to their, I imagine they have a website too, Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary.
Mhm.
Yeah. So then Sunday, again, if you missed the opening night or the second night of the one acts, you can go to the matinee, or you can go to all three if you want to.
Yeah, they're really that good.
What day is that?
That's Sunday, November.
Sunday.
Right?
No,
17th.
the 17th, yes, and it's from 2 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're through there, you can go over to the All Ages Blues Jam from 4 to 7 at Fired Up Pizza.
I love this. You know what? We can schedule your entire day. You
Yes.
get up, like on Friday, you get up, you go see the chamber, and then you go and you exercise because you've been eating treats at the chamber because Mystiqua puts out a nice spread.
Yes,
So
they
you
do.
exercise, get that out, go home, rest, do a little bit of work, and then go and enjoy nighttime karaoke. And then you go to the play. There,
Yeah.
we've just scheduled your entire day on Friday.
Yeah.
I need to get out and do more exercise. I've actually been thinking about checking out pickleball.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Oh, that'd be good because then you could report on it for us.
Right? And I could
Yeah.
actually find out what in the world is pickleball.
Yeah,
Right? Well,
yeah,
you're
and
gonna
we
be my gym buddy because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna join the gym.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Are we
We're gonna-
doing?
we're
Are we
be-
gonna
we're
do
be gym
pickleball
buddies.
too?
What's that?
Are we gonna do pickleball too? I might be
don't-
laughing so hard I would be completely ineffective as a pickleball player
I don't see why not.
because I would want to use a pickle.
Well, I don't think it bounces off the rackets that well.
Well, so we better be much better then because we've got to keep it airborne.
I think. one thing- I
Okay,
think one thing
back
we
to
need
the schedule. Now that we are sidetracked. And on Monday, we have adult pickleball, speaking of pickleball,
Right.
again at the middle school, the
Middle school,
old middle
yep.
school. And that night are auditions for Center Stage Productions spring show Southern Fried Nuptials. And the auditions are the 18th and 19th, but I don't believe that, well, I don't know. I was going to say I don't believe they start rehearsing until after Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I put it on the calendar, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
dear.
think it's just going to take a little bit before they start because it is performing in February, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
February 14th on Valentine's Day, and it's going to be dinner theater, is what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So wonderful menu that has been planned for Southern Fried Nuptials. So not only is the show hysterical,
Yeah.
but I think they're good old Southern food. There'll be grits and fried chicken and I can't remember what else the menu is, but Catherine was talking about it, and I'm like, drool.
Yeah, and if you want
Right?
to be in a good comedy, this is one to audition for. They need 6 women and 5 men, and that is November 18th and 19th at 6:30 p.m. And if you can't make one of those nights, you can contact somebody at the center, or you can contact the director, Bonnie Spencer, directly, and she can do a private audition for you.
That's one I'm gonna go see.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I want that chicken dinner.
Right?
Winner,
I'm
winner.
there with you.
Yeah.
I'll probably be working in the box office or something, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then I'm super excited. Okay, I'm quiet. La
Okay.
la 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 la. Waiting.
Okay,
for
well, then on Tuesday, besides having that audition, it's also Chihuahua Arts Guild monthly meeting, and they invite anybody who's interested in the arts, and it's at 5:30 at the Center for the Arts. So, and Tuesday also is a knitting.
Thank
They've
you.
started
Oh.
up sit and knit every Tuesday, and
Yes, super excited about the knitting.
and
Again,
where were
Garcia is
you
back.
yesterday?
Well, actually, okay, this is very exciting. Has nothing to do with knitting, but it is November 15th, right? I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. It's November something, and it's not past Thanksgiving. And I finally have almost every bit of Halloween out of my house. I mean, that's
Oh,
huge.
that is
Wow.
good. That's
Right?
good.
So that's where
yeah.
I was yesterday. I grabbed my teenage son. I said, don't worry about school today. Today is all about physical activity and organizing. We're going to look at physics. And we took everything to the storage unit and we made it work. We arranged, stacked,
Yeah,
awesome.
that was very good.
Thank
yeah,
you. See?
Yeah.
So, but I'm
Nice.
very excited to start because I have a blanket that I need to finish, and I'm super excited about maybe making some more hats because there's gonna be lots of snow this year.
And there's just something about getting together with other people,
Yes.
just that camaraderie.
Yes.
Yeah, however you say that word.
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. I can't believe it.
Well, plus
Shocking.
it's Garcia, so you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
And
those of you who don't know, she's my honorary mom.
yeah, and
Right?
she
Yeah,
loves
yeah.
to teach knitting, crocheting, anything, and she has supplies there if you want to start and think about it, and so you don't have to go out and buy everything just to get
Yeah.
started. And once you figure out a project you want to do, then you need to go buy. But
Yeah.
she's got stuff to start beginners, so
Yeah.
it's a really good thing. And she takes all ages.
All ages.
Yeah, she's had young people, old people, middle-aged people, all kinds of people.
It's awesome. She's awesome.
Men, women, you want to learn those hand skills. That's a good thing.
Short people, tall people.
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly.
In between people.
Yeah, all kinds of
I think that
people.
was a song
I
from something
finally
somewhere.
see Gino.
Yeah, he said
Oh.
hi to Matt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as Matt would have been one of his students that he taught.
Oh, how fun.
He doesn't want to say hi to any of us. Just
No,
to
no,
see-
no,
see
he-
how we rank.
And you look at Matt said hi back to Gino. Yeah, this is good.
We are facilitating communication. Good.
Now, sometime just for the future, the 25th and 26th
Uh-huh.
is the week of Thanksgiving. The kids don't have school in the Chihuahua schools on Monday or Tuesday because it's Chihuahua conferences. So parents get to go, but the kids don't have to go. Then they have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off for Thanksgiving vacation.
So
don't-
they get the whole week off.
Think of the whole
They
week off.
get the whole week off plus 2 weekends. That's a big vacation.
That's
Yeah,
a
'cause
great
it's
fall
20
break. I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, kids. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
We never got that as a.
No.
That's a good time to do those conferences, though.
It seems to me like we went on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, but I don't remember. That was 100 years ago.
2-3 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and coming up, well, I don't have anything I want to. Well, yes, I do too.
I was going to say,
We have the Joy to the World
yeah.
concert. Now, it says, the very first thing, it says the Winter Wonderettes. That is not a Wonderette show. That is just they're giving a teaser for what they're going to be doing the next weekend on
December, yeah.
December 5th through 8th, because there was a little bit of mix-up. Somebody bought tickets to Joy to the World, which is wonderful. I'm going. But they thought they were getting tickets to the Winter Wonderettes.
Oh, I didn't realize there were 2 different shows. I've been seeing them
completely.
rehearse and perform. I thought that was for this show.
No, it's just that they're doing a little
Oh.
song, and then their full show is the Winter Wonderette Springfield High Edition on December 5th through 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have heard them rehearsing, and it's
They are very good.
Oh, my
Right?
goodness.
Yeah.
No, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But also at that Joy to the World, the Chihuahua Brass Quintet is playing, and that would be Dr. Johnstone, not Doctor, Mr. Johnstone, Doctor, the other doctor. Yeah.
Do you need coffee, Sharon?
I must, but I don't even drink coffee. Oh, Dr. Larson.
There we go.
Finally,
Okay.
finally, the name dropped into the head. And Paul Setti, and there's another one, and that name's not going to come to me.
Oh,
Is
fun.
Paul a musician, too?
Uh-huh.
I know Jessica can sing, but...
No, Paul plays the trumpet, and when my son was in school, he would play with Paul. They played at all the Memorial Day when they do those, where they go to all the cemeteries, and David would go with Paul, and they both played. They played
nice.
duets. Yeah,
I didn't
it was
know
really
that.
cool.
Huh.
Yeah, he's really good. And the Eastern Washington University Symphonic Choir and Collegians are going to be here for that Joy to the World concert. It's going to be
Should be
excellent.
a good show.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
We do have, before then, we have a concert coming up right here
I
in
was
the
gonna say.
KCHW
oh
Yeah.
Theater.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
November 30th. This is going to be Two Stones, One Bird with special guests Jacob Van Now and Ray Northwest. Those tickets are available right now on our Facebook page. There's posters that went up around town yesterday. We're going to get some more out. There is a QR code you can scan on that poster. We're probably, hopefully, going to get some paper tickets maybe out in the next week or so. But
Awesome.
I'm not sure if we will or not, because
And
we generally don't sell
who's
those.
opening for One Bird, Two Birds, One Stone?
Jacob Van Now and
yeah.
Ray Northwest.
Yeah, and they do a
Which-
great show. We saw them
They
at
really
Fall
do.
Fest, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they opened the show on Fall Fest, and they were,
Oh, they were so good.
oh yeah,
Yeah, super exciting.
a
Okay.
gaggle of fine musicians. Yeah,
And then also coming up, we have reindeer games. That looks like a lot of fun. Target our friendly reindeer with Nerf guns in our forest, or play crafts, or play games with the elves, and that's over at Bradley's.
and these are artificial reindeer, correct?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
artificial reindeer. But speaking of reindeer, also, we have Stage Time's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer musical coming up on December
Yes.
13th through the 15th. And I have to say, it is such a delight to go over to the theater and see all the little red and white stripes and then the fur for the reindeer costumes. I'm just like, I was over there yesterday with somebody and I'm like, this is so awesome. I can't wait to see him on the stage. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
Is there fur everywhere?
No, it's amazingly contained, but there's a
Wow.
whole table full of very well organized little fur vests with little fur, I guess, mittens
Aw.
or something. I can't wait to see these costumes on these kids.
Yep.
And then, of course, after that, it's a very full winter. We have our It's a Wonderful Life radio play on December 20th through the 22nd. And, of course, the live radio performance of It's a Wonderful Life will be right here.
Yes, right here in the
Opening
KCHW
night.
Theater. Yeah.
Yes, opening night on December 20th. So come over to the radio station and see this live performance of It's a Wonderful Life. And is it going to be streamed or what is it? No, yes, I can't remember.
We are not 100% sure if we're going to be able to, if we have the rights to live stream it. If you are
Yeah.
a business out there listening, it is quite expensive to do that, and we would need sponsors to be able
Yeah.
to cover the cost of that. So,
But very exciting. You can at least come and see how a radio show is done and come to the theater. And then on the 21st and 22nd, you can go to the Center for the Arts and you can see it performed there live as well.
yeah,
So just all the more incentive to get you guys over here and come see the show.
exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And then we have our Christmas Carol sing-along, la la la, that maybe Catherine's going to let me help with because I had so much fun last year.
Yeah, we forgot to mention when we were discussing the Wonderful Life radio play.
Yeah.
The lovely, again, Catherine Patton is right here in our studio today. She's also directing that one. So
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She is the creative arts director of the One Act Plays and then the director of The Wonderful Life and the radio group.
Yep.
Very cool. And of course, we're going to end our season with our Christmas Tree Labyrinth starting on December 27th.
are there going to be like fawns and woodland creatures and evil spells and that kind of stuff?
I
Is
hope
it-
not. Not
is
to
it
my
that
knowledge.
kinda
Not that I'm
labyrinth?
planning.
Okay. Is David Bowie going to be there with really tight pants?
Oh, well, considering that he's like passed over, I that would be kind of odd, right?
Okay. Okay. Well, you can have somebody dressed like him.
Why would I have have somebody dressed like David Bowie
Because
in
it's a
tight pants
labyrinth.
at the Christmas labyrinth, Chuck?
Paula, where would I go to see these wonderful posters?
Oh my gosh, you know that beautiful brand new parking lot over at the Center for the Arts?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to build the labyrinth on top of that beautiful brand new parking lot.
That's where the posters are going to be?
No, that's where the
that
Christmas
was-
tree labyrinth is going to be.
See, I asked where I could go to see these posters.
Oh, where could I go see these posters? Okay. Well, if you want to see the prettiest poster that has ever been created, ever in the history of posters, you would go to ChewellaCenterForTheArts.com.
Yes.
And
I
they're
dropped a
all
stack
there.
of them in the parking lot.
So cool.
Whoa, what?
He did a Tempest poster and hasn't told me for the Shakespeare on the Green
Oh.
for next summer. Oh
Wow.
my gosh, that is so exciting. I just had a moment. I'm verklempt. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna cry. Jay, you're awesome. Okay, I'm fine. Everything is good.
But each one of these posters are unique, and each
Yes.
one of them draw you in and want you to go to that activity.
And each one of them is a hyperlink. So you can click on any of the posters and it will take you to a link with more information about that particular event.
Yeah.
Okay? Here we go.
Very, very cool.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, somebody has been working very hard.
Yeah.
Okay, this really is the best poster ever. I just love it.
They are all very good.
Yeah, but mine is better.
All right.
I know about that. Yeah.
So does that about wrap it up? Are we ready to
Oh,
go ahead and
yeah,
get a break?
yeah.
Because I'm excited to get Catherine on here. She's
Yes.
been sitting over there so patiently,
Yes.
waiting for us to stop gabbing.
And she's going to pull us back into what's happening locally, I
Yeah.
am sure.
Oh, yeah.
This
That's why she's here.
weekend, I think so.
That's why we
Yes.
wanted her. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We are going to go take our break. Going to thank our sponsors. Listen to a little bit of news. We'll be right back with KCHW 102.7. Oh, hold on.
Where's our music?
I know, right? I was trying to get our news in.
There, I'm making music.
There we go. Thank you. We'll get there someday.
It's 8:06.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
The Public News Service NOAA newscast, November the 13th, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. President-elect Donald Trump Tuesday named John Ratcliffe as his pick for CIA director in the next administration. That from NBC News. They quote Trump as saying, "I look forward to John being the first person ever to serve in both the nation's highest intelligence positions." Trump added he will be a fearless fighter for constitutional rights of Americans while ensuring the highest levels of national security and peace through strength. Next to New York, our group has a new program to help veterans.
The Center for Independence of the Disabled New York's Veteran Direct Care program helps veterans choose a home care provider. Initially, the program began with a few veterans on Staten Island, but has grown to include people from other New York City boroughs. Dr. Sharon McLennan-Weir with Sydney says this program has been a year in the making with some challenges along the way.
There was a lot of paperwork to become a provider through the federal government, the Veteran Administration. It required a lot of background checks. It required developing a manual, a lot of training with getting connected to the VA portal system, their referral system, their payment structure.
Since the program's launch, she says feedback has been positive since New York City didn't have one of these programs before. McLennan-Weir notes this also provides benefits for veterans' caregivers who can earn income from this program. An AARP report shows caregivers for veterans spend an average of $11,500 of their own money since they often require more advanced care. I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
And changes in leadership at the federal level are likely to have some effect on the labor movement. In Minnesota, election results have spurred thoughts about topics like the future of OSHA's worker safety standards.
It may be too early to get a firm read on what will happen under a second Trump administration. Meanwhile, at the state level, Democrats still control the Minnesota Senate, but the House is locked in a tie between both parties. Mike Wild leads the Fair Contracting Foundation in Minnesota. Moving forward, no matter the policy, he says enforcement is key.
We can have all the laws we want on the books, but unless they're enforced and meaningful, they don't do anybody any good.
While campaigning, President-elect Donald Trump made attempts to appeal to unions, but his first term saw a big cut in the number of federal safety inspectors for job sites, and analysts expect his staff to curtail a proposed heat safety rule. Wild says OSHA isn't the only tool out there, but notes it plays a big role in protecting rooftop construction teams. He agrees more resources and flexible enforcement options are needed in this area. I'm Mike Moen.
Next up for The Guardian, Florida at risk of being hit by yet another tropical storm only weeks after Hurricanes Helene and Milton devastated towns in the state. Meteorologists are currently tracking a new disturbance predicted to evolve into a storm in the Caribbean Sea. The storm, to be named Sarah, will form in the Western Caribbean later this week. This is Public News Service. Looking ahead to this weekend, a new coalition called We Are California is holding meetings up and down the state, preparing to resist what it sees as anticipated attacks from the incoming Trump administration.
Hundreds of nonprofits have joined the coalition, whose mission is to promote inclusion, community, and democratic norms. Angelica Salas is with CHIRLA, the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights of Los Angeles.
So what are we bracing for? Exactly what Donald Trump said he was going to do. Mass deportations, family separation, worksite raids. These are all things that he has done in the past. But what we're expecting is a scale of attack on our community that is unprecedented.
I'm Suzanne Potter.
In 2017, lawmakers passed the California Values Act, which says no state or local resources can be used to assist federal immigration enforcement, and it declares schools, hospitals, and courthouses as safe spaces. The food we consume is a significant contributor to global greenhouse gas emissions, with beef production key to the fast food industry among the leading sources.
Pressure on major fast food chains to set measurable climate goals has begun to build, not only from environmental groups, but also from a somewhat unexpected source: shareholders. This shift reflects a broader trend in shareholder activism, says Dr. Kevin Chua, a business professor at Northeastern University.
The public campaigns tend to be those that include shareholder proposals, can involve litigation. It could be as simple as writing a public letter to a company or to a group of companies asking for a demand.
He says these strategies have led companies like Jack in the Box and Wingstop to set broad climate goals, driven by nonprofits focused on environmental accountability. He notes to avoid resistance from large investors, these goals tend to stay general, allowing companies some discretion in defining their environmental commitments. Farah Siddiqui reporting.
This story produced with original reporting from Grace Hussein for Sentinel. Finally, our Mark Moran lets us know a federal court in Montana has held a hearing more than 2 years after a coalition of environmental advocates sued the U.S. Forest Service and Fish and Wildlife Service over expanding cattle grazing in the Paradise Valley.
The coalition, which includes Alliance for the Wild Rockies and the Western Watersheds Project, sued the agencies for extending the cattle grazing season by a month on nearly 1,400 acres of forest land. Wild Rockies Executive Director Mike Garrity says that plan will mean more interactions between young, unattended cattle and grizzly bears, which wouldn't end well for either one.
Putting calves out a month early when they're very small just provides a fast food snack for a grizzly bear.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service. We are member and listener supported. Here's our radio stations, big and small, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. a small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
All right now. Come on, boy.
All right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Makes me want to go.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. We are back for the second round of the show. We are here joined with Catherine Patton. She is joining us to talk about the one-act plays and whatever else happens to come across her mind.
Right? The crowd goes
Okay.
wild. It's scary.
So
Good
I
morning.
don't have any pictures on Facebook.
Maybe. Oh, because I haven't switched
Yeah,
over
we
yet.
haven't turned us
Maybe
on.
some of the stuff that comes across your mind should probably stay in there
Probably
for this
so,
for
yes.
this round.
Yes.
While
I
we're
don't know.
on the air,
It's
but-
usually really funny.
Absolutely. It might be hilarious, but it may not be appropriate.
So good morning, Catherine. Welcome. How
Good
are
morning.
you today?
I am so happy to be here today.
Oh, if I could get the two of you to scooch, maybe Sharon. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, see?
We got a new camera in here, and it doesn't have quite the same
I don't know. I'm
width
still
as
not-
our previous
Don't-
camera.
yeah, don't you move.
Just cozy up. There you go. We got you both.
I guess I'm over. Am I? Okay.
I love the time delay because I can do something and then come back and watch it.
Right. So good morning, Catherine. So you are involved with the one-act plays.
Involved with the
What
one
is
act.
your official title? Because I know there are individual directors for each play, and then you are sort of overseeing the rest of the plays.
Right.
Or you're not the rest of, but you are overseeing sort of the production.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
correct. I
Yeah.
am what would be considered an artistic director in
There you
if you had a big, large community theater group. So an artistic director, especially in something like this where we have lots of performances, just has like the overall responsibility of getting the production going. Like, what order are we doing the plays in? What time are we starting? Does everybody have what they need? And so on. And also, the one-act plays that we're doing, so many times you see one-act plays listed as a one-act play festival. And generally speaking, when they do that, it's regarding the playwrights. It is a festival with playwrights that are in the spotlight, and you're doing a juried thing where you vote to see who's got the best play. From a playwright standpoint, they win money. Okay, so that's how that goes. Well, we're doing this differently. We are always celebrating the playwrights, but in this case, the reason for doing this is not only for an entertainment value, but to give people an opportunity that think that they don't have time to get involved with the theater, to get involved where they have a 10-minute show, or a 7-minute show, or a 30-minute show, where you don't have the same number of lines to memorize, you don't have as much time that you have to put in for rehearsal, and you get a really quick bond because you're only talking 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have a cast of 15,
Right.
where it's a chaos all the time. Now, it's chaos for me because I do have a cast of 15 because of all the shows, so it's a little chaos for me. So we're celebrating the directors as much as anything, trying to give an environment of nurturing and mentoring for people who want to get involved but just don't know how. So this year, we have Bonnie Spencer, who has been involved since Liz Riley started writing all the melodramas for Park Avenue Players. And so she's been involved for forever. Bless her heart. But you can't tell by looking at her that she would be, because she looks like she's about 45 to me. I hate her. And
It really does.
Oh, she does. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And very talented. And so she has directed for the first time this year and done a really nice job in a difficult play. The play that she's doing is quite emotional. It's funny. Oh, my gosh. It's hilarious. But it also is quite emotional and is going to touch your heart. She is doing this to kind of prepare herself, because she is going to be doing a very big show this spring. And or this winter, I guess. It's over in February, called Southern Fried Nuptials. The Southern Fried Nuptials, when I read it, she says, Catherine, I think I really want to do this show. And I said, well, let me read it. I'll see what I think. You can do anything you want to do. I'm not in charge of you, but it was nice that she asked my opinion. And
You're
I
not
read
the
it.
boss of me.
Pardon me?
You're not the boss of me.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't want to be anybody's boss. I'm good with just kind of like playing back and saying, and kind of giving an overlook editing kind of a thought. But I laughed out loud sitting on my couch reading this play. And so I'm really excited about it. And it's very fast-paced. It's like laugh after laugh, and it's hilarious. It's Southern, which, of course, I love Southern humor. I can't even imagine why anybody would think I might like Southern stuff.
Can't imagine.
Can't imagine. That was not intentional. Just is the way that it is. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to her doing that show. I think it's going to be wonderful. And her auditions for that are this Monday and Tuesday at 6:30 at the center. And you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to. It's more of a tryout than an audition. So you don't have to prepare anything yourself. She'll have what she would like for you to read, and she'll explain the characters so that you'll know what you're doing. And it's a relatively large cast. I think it's 9. It's 8. Maybe it's 8.
I thought it was 5 of one and 6 of the other. That makes 11.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's bigger than I remember then. So, yeah, we need you all to come out and come have some fun.
And aside from people actually coming out to act in the play, what else do you need?
Oh my gosh.
For the play? What do you need?
Let me tell a little story here. So, but we need volunteers for everything. But we especially need people who just want to come in and have some fun and do a little work and make the show run smoothly. And there's people that help move sets on and off the stage, bringing in a chair on the stage. People who want to learn how to work the light board. Bob Stevens is he just like the best thing since sliced bread
He's
or what?
awesome.
Oh my
his
gosh.
energy, his excitement.
He is
yeah,
great.
definitely.
He is. I mean, and his knowledge.
I stabbed him with a pen the other day.
Don't do that. We love Bob. Don't be stabbing on Bob.
Yeah, no hurting Bob.
I gently poked him.
But he constantly is learning new things about lights just to help the theater. I mean, it's not like this is his huge passion in life. I mean, he is a Renaissance man. He can do anything. And we'd love to get people to learn how to use the light board. You don't have to start out by learning how to do the lights or even do the computer program that does the lights or anything, but just moving the little things up and down, to turn the lights on and off, because we set up a complete program and there's cues in the book and you say, okay, turn up 3, turn down 8, and so on and so forth. I'm actually running the lights tonight because Bob isn't available tonight, and so we know we're in sad shape if the artistic director and an actress of the show is going to be doing lights. So we are always needing people. So Sharon has a great mailing list that she sends out for people to help with concessions, and we need bartenders. So if you've got a bartender license and want to come and help us with our beer and wine, we need bartenders. So
I'm going to interject. This is all volunteer. But if you help out with the shows, you get to watch the show for free. And some people, I mean, $15 doesn't sound like very much, but if some people just struggle at different times to be able to, and they really appreciate being able to come in and watch the show for free.
Yeah.
They just have to work a little.
Right. And actually, it's the best way because I volunteered for Wizard of Oz this past, summer? Fall? When was Wizard of Oz? Spring? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, spring, I think.
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago. But I had so much fun because the actors, every show is just a little different. So you think you've seen the show, but by volunteering, you get to see it again, and there's always just a little bit of a difference. There's always just a little bit of a flavor, and it just gets better and better and better and better. So,
And with stage time,
Yeah.
the next time you see it, you see something different
Yeah.
because she
Yeah.
uses the entire stage and half the audience area for her staging and for her actors.
Yeah, you
so
can't
good.
watch it all at once.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
no.
Absolutely. I mean, when I say she, I'm talking about Janet Bresnahan.
Yeah.
It just does such a phenomenal job with those kiddos.
She really does.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you
can't
think
wait.
having 50 little kids in there, and you talk about, I was just
Right?
thinking about what you said earlier about what it looks like in there now with the little baskets of everything. Thank goodness
Yes.
for Sharon and Gail,
Yeah.
that does all the costuming. And she is so organized, and she's been doing this for so long, and the kids have such respect for her. It's
Oh, yeah.
just awesome. I mean, it's just awesome to see it.
I guess when I was watching Wizard of Oz, it was so good. I actually got emotional watching it because there were
Right?
parts I'm like, oh my god, this is straight out of the movie.
This is nostalgic.
You know?
This
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, it was
and of
really,
course,
really
flying
good.
monkeys. Need I say more?
Right?
Flying monkeys. I'm just like, oh my
I
gosh.
think the night I saw it, there was one of the monkeys had a little bit of a rough landing,
Ouch.
but it did work. It did work out.
So volunteering, plus I think it's kind of fun to volunteer when we have people who are creative and nuts.
Yeah.
And Sharon, I must say, she may not know the name of our website, but she does. I was listening earlier. I had to bring that in. She is so good at working with people who don't have a clue what they're doing in there, at new people who are coming in to volunteer. She's patient. She knows what you need to know and explains it. And Sharon is the most organized person I've ever met
On the
in my
planet.
entire life. Now she's shaking her head no, but
No,
Sharon,
because I'm thinking of what my office looks like right now.
well, okay, but she
That's your
has
domain, though.
books
Yeah.
of and spreadsheets
Yeah.
and photographs. I mean, all of our furniture that we have used for our sets, we have photographs
It's
and measurements
itemized.
of it in a
Yeah.
book so that you can look and see what furniture we have without having to go through and everything.
All of the set list, everything in the back room. You can go and she's got the list. It's like being at like Walmart or Home Depot where you just like,
Or a
"Oh, I'm looking
library where
for-"
you-
or
here's where
library,
everything
yeah.
is, you know.
No, actually, yeah, you are the most organized human being I've ever.
If
Yeah.
you're doing an event or something that's been done before in Chihuahua, Sharon has a book for that.
Probably. With
So
the
if you
name
wanna
of,
come- I'm
right,
sorry.
who to contact and what they're doing and how many people that served. And I mean, yeah, it's amazing.
So if you want to come volunteer, just be comfortable in the fact that you've got somebody that's going to take care of you and make sure that you know what you need to do and how you're going to be safe and where to get things and so on and so forth. So we're always looking for volunteers.
And she won't yell at you.
Never.
No, I don't.
Never. She never yells, unlike
Not-
me and
not-
Paula.
Not unless you're one of my
Exactly what I was thinking.
one of my
I'm
kids.
thinking, I would come in, so I know that we're waxing poetic about Sharon's awesomeness, but during Shakespeare last summer, I got a little stressed, and I would I would come in, and I'd be like vibrating about 2 feet off the ground, and Sharon would walk up to me, "Okay, Paula, what do you need?" And I'd be like, "Oh, blah, 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 blah. I've got to have something bizarre." And she'd be like, "Okay, follow me." And she'd calmly walk over to and, she's
And
like,
there it
"Look,"
was.
And there it was, yeah. And so now if you need to find this again, you look on the wall, and here's all of that. I'm just like,
Yeah,
okay, Sharon.
she's awesome.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So it's
amazing.
fun to
Thank you.
volunteer down there. I mean,
Oh,
she
definitely
makes it quite
volunteering.
easy, and it's very welcoming. When I first came, I just realized that I've actually been in this community for 8 years.
Isn't that amazing?
No.
It is. I have. I've been involved in
Wow.
the theater for 6.
Wow.
But the first year I was working still. I was traveling every week, so I was never really in town. Then the next year I built my house, and yeah, it's been 6 years.
Wow.
And I can tell you that even now, I don't know what I'm doing half the time when I'm in the building. I go, Sharon, I need some handcuffs. Sharon,
But I
need a-
couldn't find those.
don't
I'm
we
so
all?
They're
disappointed
there.
in
We'll
myself.
find them. We've got
Right.
2
Yeah.
pair, but police belts. You know, do you need a silver cigarette container? Oh my gosh, she just knows where everything is. So anyway, so that is the wonderful thing about the One Acts is in that everyone who's part of this is a volunteer. Nobody gets any money off it. You know, when Center Stage Productions. And as we grow, that may change. You know, that may change. But everybody does it because they love doing the theater and they love entertaining Chihuahua. I mean, on the side of our building, we will entertain you. You know, and we do our best. Now, the One Acts. Because we have new directors and we have new actors in there, we've got people who've never been there. We've got people who come just for the One Acts. We have people who've been on the stage every time they get a chance. And Taryn Ridley is directing. Now, Taryn actually has a degree in theater.
Really?
And she knows her stuff. And so it's her first time directing with us. I didn't have to, you know, she still, bless her heart, would come to me with questions, mainly for validation and to make sure that she was on the right track. But I didn't have to do anything with her. She was just right on it. And her little show is cute as a button, and it's about Santa Claus. And then we have Paula, who has, of course, directed many times, including Shakespeare, which, you know, I have in awe of anybody that directs Shakespeare. And not only is she directing a show, but she's in a show, and she's absolutely
2 shows, yeah.
perfect. Yeah, 2 shows. One of them, a very boisterous woman who is large and in charge. And then the next one, a totally different characterization where she plays a literature professor at a college. You know, so very nice to see her on stage. And then we have Debbie McConnell. Debbie has so many positive. I don't even know how to describe Debbie.
Yeah.
I don't know what she can't do. Talk about a Renaissance woman.
Awesome. Debbie is awesome.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Everything from books. I mean, she's our secretary treasurer, and she keeps our budget where it needs. I mean, she's on top of that, but extremely creative. So she is in a show also where she plays a part that I don't think she's ever played anything like that. If you all remember her, she played Puck.
Yeah.
At in Midsummer Night's Dream, and she was wonderful. But not only is she doing that, but she's also directing 2 shows. And then she's preparing, because she's going to be directing the first musical that Center Stage Productions has done in years and years, and it's called Church Basement Ladies, and she's wanted to do this show for a long time, and it is a hoot. So she's already preparing for that and getting everything ready. She's got her choreographers, she's got her musicians, she's got everything that she needs to get going. We'll have auditions for that, I think January. You have to look at the calendar, but I think it's in January. And then that show will be in April, and it's going to be. It's just going to be awesome.
Yes,
because she just retired as being the organist and at a church in Deer Park, and she has been involved with theater and music all of her life. She actually was a dance major in college.
Yeah,
she was a dancer. So I mean, she's anything she can't do. Both sides of her brain, creative and logic and math and everything.
Wow.
She's wonderful.
Hey, Catherine, can I get you to adjust your microphone a little bit? Just pull it a little closer. It's off to the side of your face. Just pull it in front of your face a little bit. There you go.
And just while she's adjusting, the
go.
auditions for Church Basement Ladies, that musical directed by Debbie McConnell, is on the 13th and 14th of January. So you have some time to prepare. Right? Get everything
and
ready.
we don't expect you to remember all these dates because we're going to tell you every week what's happening. And we're going to keep telling you every week. Yes.
So the one-act plays that are going on this week are a real celebration. Now, we've got plays that range from, crack up laughing to poignant to tear-jerkers to chuckles. So it's a little bit of everything. It does.
No, I'm not going to be on stage. I'm just going to be backstage. But Chuckles will be backstage.
Chuckles will be backstage. Yeah. So
we'll hear Chuck.
Just like that. Yeah. Well, my story about volunteering is that I was really in trouble because I had someone lined out to help us with moving the sets on and off, which the sets are not don't have big flats and everything. But this is more of a black box theater. And she became ill, and so I was like pulling my hair out, and I was nearly in tears. And yesterday, Darcia, bless her heart,
she stepped up.
I mean, when we were doing the knitting, the sit and knit, and I said, I don't know, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to be artistic director. I'm directing a show. I'm in a show. I'm in 2 shows. I'm directing myself, which you should never really do. And she goes, oh, well, I'll help. Well, I was just flabbergasted to know that somebody was willing to just kind of step up. And we need people like that for all of our shows. And so anytime that you think, I just don't really have anything to do, or I want to get out and meet some people. I like weird people, come to the theater. Not all of us are weird, just most of us.
We're all weird.
We're not.
We are all weird.
We are.
So then
we wouldn't be here if we weren't.
Yeah, I know. Put ourselves through this.
Well, and the same thing happens in other places. I had a couple of people that were signed up to be concessions for Saturday night, and he ended up having to work, and his wife ended up having to go do something because they have a senior at college. And she contacted me, and I said, oh, don't worry about it. And so I just sent out a little blip to a couple people, and I got volunteers right away.
And that's awesome. It's harder to find them for people working backstage because people feel like they don't know how to do anything if they have not done it before.
True.
And we teach you, and it's not, moving things on and off the stage. The most important thing is to be relatively quiet and wear black.
Yeah,
and you pull a chair onto the stage. You know,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
but we have a little book that I just came
And you
had it
try
with-
to pull the right chair.
Right.
Well, we actually have a little book that we made that the directors drew out where everything goes. That all I have to do is look at that and tell you exactly what needs to be done. So I've already made those up or remade them because the way they got used a lot. So they just need a little extra help.
Yeah.
So the one acts, I have a real. I just love doing one act plays because it in such a short amount of time it really puts a lot of emphasis on the acting because you've got to get that idea of that character and what the play is trying to tell you across in a very short period of time, and that's a little bit different than doing a full 2-hour play.
Yeah.
So it really puts a lot of onus on the actors and the directors, of course, to get that out. So after the one acts, which this Friday at 7 o'clock and this Saturday at 7 o'clock and then Sunday at 2.
And if you want to know what each one of the one acts are, you can go to our website, which is ChewellaCenterForTheArts.com, and click on the poster An Evening of One Acts and scroll down, and it tells you all about each one of the shows, each one of the one acts.
We are missing 2 of the one acts.
Really?
Yeah, improv is not up here, and the Santa Claus story is not up here. So we're missing 2 synopses on the website.
Okay.
But otherwise, it gives you a good overview of what's going on for all the different one acts and a little, feel of the different flavors of the different things coming up. I don't know what I just said. That seems a little muddled
okay.
there.
No, it sounded really good.
Oh, good. Okay.
And I will have to say, Paula, you as the... I'm not going to give away any of the storyline,
Right.
but as the pearl-clutching PTA mom...
Oh, I have so much fun with that character.
You can tell.
I have so much fun. I get on that stage and I'm so in that character and all of my righteous indignation.
It's
Yes,
hilarious.
I love it.
And playing opposite Taryn, who's
Oh,
playing
my
who's playing a
goodness.
hooker,
Right.
which is so not her. It's
Yeah,
just
oh, my
hilarious.
goodness.
Yeah.
But so every time you play that thing that you start the show with, the cowboy thing, and you hear that
Yeah.
whip crack,
Yeah.
I think of Taryn because she does do the little whip cracking thing as a part of her show. So it's hilarious. So
As part of her show?
As part of
the show,
yeah.
the one act.
Oh, as part of the one
She
act.
does
oh.
the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like as an extracurricular activity. Like
No, I can't speak for Taryn. I
Right.
can't-
That's her privacy. We will not, go there.
You've seen the people that do the shows, they get the 2 whips and they
Yeah.
yeah, and they just go crazy with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so after the one act, thinking about the Wonderful Life,
Okay.
we have it cast. We have the crew, which I'm so excited about. So as soon as the one acts are over, we are. I'm leaving town to a wedding. My great niece is getting married. I'm not old enough to have a great niece, but I guess I am. So she's 24, 25, and getting married. And so as soon as I get back, we start. Excuse me. We get our costumes done because it is set in the 40s, and our first night, our opening night, is live on the air on KCHW.
Yep.
The streaming part would be if it's available on Facebook after the fact, and that does cost. And so we would love to have somebody help us out with $300 or $400 to help with that. That's what that cost is. I'm just going to go ahead and just say it so people will know. It wouldn't take much
Right.
for somebody wants to sponsor that, and they would be named and so on. So they're listed in there.
And that would allow that to be watched over and over again. It'd be
yeah.
As many,
available-
yes,
Yep.
whenever all over the world.
But it is going to be live streamed the night of. So on the 20th
No,
here
it cannot be because it will be live on the air.
on the air.
Live
It'll
on
be
the
live
air.
on the air, but not live
Gotcha.
streamed.
It won't be
Okay.
on Facebook.
No.
It'll just
Gotcha.
be on KCHW.
Unless we get a sponsor to pay for the streaming.
But how fun to listen to it on the radio and just
Oh, it
have to
will be.
imagine everybody like it used
But
to be.
that's interesting
Yeah.
because to me, when she said live streamed, I thought that just meant that it was on the radio, but that's
But
different.
streaming is not radio. That is on the air. Streaming is through the
That's
internet.
recorded
Yeah,
and then
so
put later.
some of our
time.
listeners might not know the difference of that too.
Oh, true.
Just like I didn't know. I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before when you all were talking about that, I said, I want to make sure that everybody understands we will be on the air live Friday night, the 20th of December. So bring your kids and hang around the fireplace and sit around the radio and listen in.
Tune into 102.7.
KCHW. Yeah.
That's right.
So, but we also would love for you to be in-house. We also have 50 theater seats that we would love to fill to help us with our fundraising for the radio station.
Yep.
To help pay for everything that we're doing. These things cost money, and Anthony Palermo is the name of the playwright that modified this, and it's a 1-hour version of It's a Wonderful Life. And having people in the studio help us pay for things like printing the scripts and the costuming that we may need to get, or if we need extra sound equipment, or if we need some chairs, whatever that we need in order to make a radio show happen. So there is just so much going on. I'm thrilled about doing the community Christmas caroling again. This free event where the kids come in, and the fun thing this year, we've never had this before, but Santa Claus is coming.
Oh, fun!
Yes. So Santa Claus is coming, and I'm looking forward. I get to see Santa. I haven't seen Santa in a long time. So yeah,
I'm so excited. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we do. We do, and I would just appreciate you all so much having me on, and the way that KCHW supports the arts so wonderfully, and this community has just opened its arms up to the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. We are in the throes, the very beginnings, really, not the throes, but the beginnings of our capital campaign to help us finish our building. The building started out as an armory and then became the city maintenance garage, and it was way before I came in. And now we have it as a wonderful community theater house, but it will be outstanding when we're done with it. We've got the parking lot not finished, but started, and let it settle for the winter, then get our lines on there and so on. And then the next phase will be adding to that side of the building and putting our new foyer in, where we'll have a little bit of an art gallery, we'll have a better concession stand. Then we're going to switch the stage from one side to the other, and we'll have new places to build sets and new raked seating where you can see the whole stage. It's just going to be outstanding.
Awesome.
It is. I mean, it's going to be a premier show house or playhouse,
really
and
will
not
be.
just for theater.
Yeah.
But for concerts, for dancing, for the stompers,
Right.
for the kiddos, for it'd just be
Conventions
awesome.
or something where people could come, like they're convening last year.
Speaking events.
Speaking events, definitely. It's going to be amazing.
Comedy show.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy.
Magic. Have
Right?
Eric come back and do magic for
that
us.
would be fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, very cool. I have to say, I'm getting a little proprietary over the parking lot. When I drive by, I'm like, look at my parking lot. And Daniel goes, now, Paula.
The labyrinth is going to be so awesome.
It will be cool.
Paula is going to do a 7-ring. She'll be putting out a call. The plan is, I've already emptied my trailer.
Oh, good.
The truck is ready. I've got the trailer where it needs to be, and we are going to go around town and pick up anybody's tree that they want to let us use for our their discarded Christmas tree, real or fake, and to put up for the labyrinth. And so she's going to do what's it called, a
sevenfold labyrinth. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and it is a traditional labyrinth that you'll find often in churches, or you'll find in mazes all across the world. So it's the most common labyrinth that you'll see, so I'm super excited about that. And so a lot of people, if you do take down your Christmas tree, like they take it down the Christmas, like the 26th, or 27th, let us know. We will come by and pick up your tree. What to do with your tree, give it to us. The trees will stay green. They're going to be outside, and we're going to put them on a stand and decorate them with lights, and they will actually provide the wall of the labyrinth.
Nice.
And so you can go through. I'm going to have special things in the center of the labyrinth. So you walk in, and then you spiral your way back out. And it's a wonderful, meditative, beautiful experience.
Nice.
Of course, it'll be in the evening when the lights are twinkling and there's snow on the ground, and we'll have a fire where you can get hot cider or hot chocolate. It looks like somebody said we're going to have s'mores up here as well.
Ooh.
So that's super exciting. So you can just stand by the fire and enjoy the lights.
Oh, and it's free. It's
Oh,
something
yeah.
that we're just doing for the community. We would love to have a donation or two for the cider and the hot chocolate.
Yeah.
But if we don't, we don't care. I mean, it's just
That's cool.
part of giving back to the community that's given so much to us.
Yeah, and after all the craziness, right?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is such a stressful time with everybody getting ready for, feasting, and then everybody getting presents and all the different things going on.
And family.
Yeah,
Right.
family, trying to get everything that, the labyrinth is just something to help everybody just take a breath and wind down and just be in the moment.
And think about the
Yeah.
new year.
Oh yeah.
A resolution, and just getting ready for newness and rebirth, and whatever you think of when you think of Christmas and New Year's.
And I don't know about you guys, but I really make an effort after Christmas is over. I really try hard to get all my Christmas decorations cleaned up and put away by Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's usually my goal. I don't always make it,
Well, I used to keep my tree up until Epiphany.
Sometimes it's St. Patty's Day, but we get there eventually.
It'll depend on how cold it is. If it gets warm too soon, I'll be like, okay, I'll take everything down.
Right.
But I want to make sure that I have my stuff up for a while. And of course, since saying I was going to do this labyrinth, I've been obsessively collecting fake trees. And I was
good word, obsessively. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's very good. Sharon, I found 2 trees this morning, and Sharon had to talk me down.
Oh, good.
Like,
Sharon,
okay,
good job.
let
Good
it go.
job. I'm so proud of you.
Paula.
Yeah, I just told her they were too expensive. Doesn't matter whether they're $20 or $100. They're too expensive.
It's hard to step back from.
See? Oh, my God. But I do have 16 trees, and I have 3 of them at the Center for the Arts.
And I have 3 to bring.
Right? Catherine has 3 to bring, and then I'm actually going to loan a couple to Bradley's, too.
Do you have this sketched out? How many trees do you need total?
Well, I have to actually go, and now that I know that nobody's going to paint the parking lot this year, I'm going to go out and build the labyrinth with rope, and then assume a radius of 3 feet for each tree, and I should be able to map out how many trees we actually need.
Do pi r squared times the root sum.
Hey, I'm a homeschooling mom. I do that.
I was going to say, Chuck, you have no idea what you're talking about, do you?
I have no idea. I know pie is a mathematical term and a delicious dessert.
Oh, by the way, squirrel.
Squirrel.
I want to thank you personally on the air for all the help that you are giving us for the one-act plays.
Oh, no problem.
So not only have you helped us with the scripting for Wonderful Life and the props that I needed for the one acts, you stepping up and helping with moving things around just let me lower my shoulders and relax a little bit and know that I can make this happen. This is going to be a great show, that things are well tended, because I have great faith in you, and I really appreciate you a lot.
Well, thank you. When I found out last night I get to hang out backstage with Darcia, so totally worth it. It's fine.
Well, and
Love
Bob
that
Brewer is
woman.
helping. I mean, everybody knows Bob. That I keep calling. I say, "This is Bob Brewer. This is Terrence." This is Terrence, Bob. But he's just stepped up, and it's just been delightful to help out. We just really appreciate.
He really is, and he's one of like you said. I know him. I've met him multiple times, and I see him all the time. But someone was mentioning his name. Oh yeah, he's gonna be helping. Like, who is that?
Right.
Oh, Terrence's husband. Oh yeah. I know him.
Yeah, Terrence guy. Terrence guy.
Yeah.
I love the fact that this is such a small town. I just love this town.
I do too. I do too.
I do while we're stroking each other's egos. I want to actually go back. You a minute ago you thanked the radio station for the support we give the theater, but I think it's been since the beginning of the radio station kind of the other way around. You guys have provided so much support between that community celebrations. Radio station wouldn't be here without community celebrations and.
Well, it's a collaboration of the arts.
It is,
and that's what makes this community so awesome. People just step up.
And if you guys come in, I'm trying. I've always say it's Chihuahua's best kept secret. Our theater in here. I'm trying to make it not so much a secret.
Secret. Yeah.
But the theater seating in here, the new curtains that we put in earlier this year, and more curtains to come, countless other things, all donated by the theater. There is some lighting in here. We just got donated some different lighting in here.
Nice.
And a light mixing board.
So you're no longer using those like the thermal lights, those big cans that just have a floodlight in them anymore.
Right. Yeah. So we actually have LED programmable LED lighting.
Awesome.
We can And not even we don't need to use the chicken lights with colored light bulbs.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the chicken lights. That's what I was trying to. That's a better term for it.
Or a piece of colored plastic taped over the chicken light. I believe there was one that had an old yellow CD case.
Oh my gosh!
As a gel in front of the light.
That is ingenuity right there. That is creative ingenuity.
Oh, that is. I see it. Oh, yeah, my gosh. That's hilarious.
That is hysterical.
You know, I was in high school. It was a brand new high school. It's called Apollo High School. And we didn't have it there. We didn't have anything. It was brand new. Mm-hmm. And our stage was around buildings. There were 3 round buildings. They were hooked together. Mm-hmm. And where they were hooked together, there was a stage that opened up to the gym. Mm-hmm. To the basketball floor, and one that opened up to what's called the commons area where you ate, and that's where there. But we didn't have any lights, and so we used number 10 cans from the kitchen, and put those lights in it. So we call ourselves the Tin Can Theater. That was how it all started. So if people who want to entertain you, you're going to get entertained. People will work hard to make it happen.
Oh yeah.
Entertain you.
There's always a way.
Yeah.
When you think about a lot of the original older theaters and the stuff they had to do, especially as
make it happen,
like way back in
Well, but even here, I hear Sharon is always and Debbie and Bonnie. They're always talking about. Well, we used to blah blah blah. I went, oh my gosh. Okay, we don't have to do that anymore.
No.
we can have heat now.
Yeah, and it's so fun to see how far we've come. Yeah, that is so fun. Yeah.
And it's all because of the Chihuahua community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Debbie's
Absolutely.
ability to write grants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Debbie McConnell is, we get good money because of her. But that can happen no matter how good of a grant writer you are if people aren't willing to give and match and so on. And the community here has just been outstanding.
Yeah, and come to the shows. I mean, we just moved here. I still am a new person. We haven't even been here 2 years yet. And I am awed. I am in awe of this amazing community. Every show, they sell out. I mean, people show up. I'm like, I can't believe they're going to sell out, every single night. For the stage time stuff, for the wonderful showcase theater that we have, for the radio show, everybody comes and they show up and they support each other. And I'm just...
Well, and
I love you all.
And Nothing to Lose Productions. Okay, so is four women who got together and said, what can we do to make money for the theater? We want this theater to grow. We want to help some way or another. And they just took off, and, women can do anything. I'm telling you, I love women. Women are awesome. Mm-hmm. And you put women together, you can just make things happen. No politics, no egos. You just make things happen. And
get out of the way.
Sorry, Chuck. Yeah, it is. Get out of the way, because these women are fierce, and they're strong. And when they do a show, people know it's going to be outstanding.
Absolutely.
And they show up for it because, their talent, the girls that are girls, listen to me. Well, I'm old, so I guess I can call them girls.
Right. You're not old, though.
Well, yeah, I kind of am. So older than them, for sure.
Is gals? Can you say gals? Is that politically correct? Is that appropriate?
I don't know. Women. I'll just call them women.
Women.
I'm good with that. These women are outstandingly talented and experienced now.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't their first rodeo. They know how to treat an audience right, and they know their audience is smart. They don't play down to them. They expect their audience to know what they're talking about and that their talent is outstanding, and they sell out every show.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to get your tickets. And everybody, Chihuahua, I have found when I first moved here, Chihuahua tickets weren't purchased until like the day of.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you now, these productions that are done have become so good, people are learning that they can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I have phone calls all the time or emails that say, can I get Rudolph tickets? Can I get these tickets? Can I get... And they're not quite ready, but I can put you on a will call list, over at the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, people are excited, so that's good.
And from the point of view of somebody throwing a show, also it gets really scary when people wait till the last minute.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
No idea.
But on the other hand, when you talk about a sold out show, over at the center, we say we're never really sold out. We can always put up another chair.
There's always more chairs.
We can put up another chair.
Except for stage time productions sometimes. We do have a fire marshal thing going,
Yeah.
But 150. 150 is what we seat for stage time shows, and those are sold out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I know we have aunts and uncles and grandparents and parents and so on, but it's not just that. Everybody knows that these little shows that these kiddos put on are quality.
Really good.
They're not like, and nothing against grade school shows, but Janet's a professional, and she's been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And she knows these kids that are in stage time, once they've been here for a couple of years, they know what they're doing. They know stage right versus stage left and upstage and downstage and
Better
waiting
than
for
I
a
do,
laugh.
yeah.
Better than Paula. Yeah, for sure.
As somebody, my kids have always been homeschooled, and they did do like the school plays and everything. But I have stepkids that when they were younger, they were in music and they did the plays and the productions, and and I don't want to badmouth my stepkids or anything they did, but it's kind of like, I got to go to this play, and sometimes they're just, you love them to death and you got to support them, but sometimes they're not great.
They're painful.
Yeah.
I'm a tree.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these ones are not that.
They're not that.
They're not that.
Yeah, what Janet does is not that.
I have
These
to say,
are in all ages. They are enjoyable.
She is phenomenal.
It doesn't matter if you have kids. It doesn't matter if you
I don't have
like
kids. I don't have kids.
Just
These
go.
are
They are
wonderful,
so good. Yeah.
wonderful, entertaining
and
shows.
I have to say, again, kudos to Janet, because I had 5, 6, 7 of her kids for Shakespeare on the Green this past summer. And they were
professional.
Oh my God, they were so much better than most of the adults. I love everybody. I love everybody who was in my show.
Don't be listening to anybody that was actually in the show.
No. I love everybody in the show. But oh my gosh, little Maura had her lines memorized. I mean, they were done the second rehearsal. She's like, I have them, and I would give them a direction.
And she's what, 8?
5,
5,
6, right?
I don't know.
Little Maura.
Yeah, little Maura.
Yeah.
Well, and we have grandparents that I have a friend that lives in California. She booked her flight a month ago, so she could be here to watch her grandson in
Rudolph.
In Rudolph,
yeah,
because she knows what.
And it's not just the love of the grandson.
No.
She knows she's going to see a quality show.
So that's
she's
exactly
going to get to
right.
see her grandson be in a quality show.
Well, and how many kids were in Wizard of Oz? Wasn't that a record or
65? Is it 65?
Yeah, maybe 65, I think. There were a lot.
Yeah. There's like 50 in this one.
I've lived in big cities where they would have a hard time getting 60 kids to come out for a community play.
And it's
to
not
do
just
it in
little
the size
kids.
of
There's
community.
teenagers. The teenagers are there. So
well, parents know that their child is safe.
Yep.
They're going to be in a situation where they're going to learn something. It's going to affect the rest of their lives. They may never do another show once they leave stage time, but it's going to help them with their confidence, with their speaking ability, with their being able to read a room. To understand, like, you have to know when to stop talking when you have an audience. If you're doing a comedy, you have to know when to stop talking. She teaches critical thinking skills to 8-year-olds. I mean, come on. I can't speak highly enough
it's
of
amazing.
Janet.
She does a great job.
I know growing up in school, I played sports and I did theater. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with kids playing sports. I love it. I think I support it 100%.
Absolutely. Sure.
But for me personally, I have vague memories of the sports. I remember some of the stuff. I remember every moment of being in the theater. And the people that I met in the theater are the ones that I'm still friends with.
Well, and the remarkable thing about Chihuahua is you don't have to just pick one.
You can do both.
Exactly. We have kids who do sports. They come after sports practice. We have kids who go to scouts. They sometimes have to leave early. We have kids who are over at Taekwondo learning things, and then they're in our shows.
Yeah.
This community and Janet especially, she just embraces the kids and all their activities.
Well, here's another thing to think about because when you said that, you're absolutely right. Because we went through that with Midsummer Night's Dream about kids having things to do for the summer camp. Somebody was they were in Belgium for like a month, Sweden for a month,
for 2 weeks,
and we're doing the same thing now with the one-act plays and with Wonderful Life. If you have kids that are wrestling, Bethany has a kid that's wrestling, so she sent me a schedule. She goes, I can't be here this day, and I'll be like that. Okay, we just work around that. Everybody's got a life. This is community theater. This is something we do for fun. We don't want it to be stressful, so we work around those things. Yeah.
And that's very important to remember, especially with the auditions coming up for the other shows. I know, I'm getting closer.
Yep. You're losing your volume.
I'm usually too loud, so I'm always kind of backing away. But okay.
Well, and Bonnie knows how to schedule things around, based on what people need, because she's working and as I think isn't she a social worker?
Well,
Bonnie
and she
Spencer,
just opened her therapy, her counseling.
Yeah.
So
and
she's doing 2 different things.
She's got things going on, and so she knows how to work around everybody's schedule. She'll make it happen. We do the same thing with Wonderful Life. We have, somebody says, well, I can't be there. He's a therapist, and he says, I have a class. I said, no worries. We'll work around you. We'll figure it out. We'll do something. Yeah. As long as you can be there for Tech Week and for the week of the show, we can make it work out.
Well, the other day, Janet goes, I've never once had all my reindeer here.
Well, we did that with Wonderful Life, didn't we? It wasn't until Tech Week that we had rehearsals with every single person in the cast.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Yeah. That's true.
Well, we have for Wonderful Life. We're having rehearsals Monday evenings, and one of our Monday evening DJ is in the play. So I don't know if he's going to play music and come and do his speaking on the air.
Who are you talking about?
Blake.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. I was having a brain infarction. I'm sorry.
The professor, he does Rock Country Monday nights.
That's right, yeah.
Monday evening, right here on KCHW at 6 p.m.
And he's our George Bailey.
Yeah, exactly.
He's our George Bailey.
But he also has the ability to pre-record shows that can play while he's out in the other room.
I'm assuming that's what he'll be doing.
I think so. We discussed that. I think.
Okay, good. Okay. Shoot.
He has done.
You already got her panicking. Stop it, Chuck.
He has done that in the past. I'm going to be running the live on the air sound while I'm in the show. So
That's
I
right.
have 3 parts of it. Right. If you see me getting up out of my seat back and forth in here during the show. Please don't be distracted.
So we're gonna put you. We're gonna put you right on the very
end.
corner,
Yeah.
so that you can just kind of like slide in and look at things and slide back.
I might make myself a secret corridor that I can throw
Oh.
a puff of smoke down and then poof, I'm gone.
There you go.
Yeah, the puff of smoke won't be distracting
Yeah,
at
that'd
all.
probably be a little more distracting.
That won't be.
Doing
Well,
magic
and
tricks on the
I
side.
think we just
Somebody
have
call the
enough
fire
time to
department.
bring us all back to what's happening this weekend.
Okay.
Awesome.
Which is the One Acts.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday and Tuesday after that would be auditions for
Southern Fried Nuptials.
Southern Fried
Mm-hmm.
Nuptials. So, and we could keep on going because every weekend we've got things, but we want you to come to an evening of One Acts this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really quick. Good morning, Ken.
Good
Ken
morning,
says good
Ken.
morning.
Thank you for listening.
This episode brought to you by. I'm
Okay.
waiting for you guys to say it.
I'm
Chula
drawing
Center
total
for the
blank,
Arts.
The Chula
right?
Center for the Arts.
Center
Yeah.
for the Arts. There we go.
I was hoping you guys were on the same page as me, but no.
Well, I was a little bit. So I was
well.
waiting for them because I'm just a guest.
No,
so,
I know.
My mind
throwing you
went
all under the
blank
desk.
when
I did,
you
yeah.
said
Under
that.
the
Shannon,
bus.
Shannon, your name is now Shannon. Congratulations.
Okay.
It was a random thought that popped in my head.
We're just like, walk. That was a perfect way to clear my brain. It completely blank. I'm just like, wow. I even saw white.
Right? You too?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
just, yeah. Alrighty then.
Well, really, I was starting to say it, and then I completely forgot what I was saying. So I was hoping you guys would back me up.
it was contagious. Well, no, I.
Chula Center for the Arts.
Thankfully,
Center for the
Catherine
Arts.
is here. She
.com.
saved the day, so yes.
Oh, you're so
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, my brain was thinking Chula Center for the Arts, no center stage, no Park Avenue Players, no.
Well, center stage is fine, but
No,
Center for the Arts, people
yeah.
will know where that is
Yep.
located.
Yep.
you know.
Exactly.
Can
All right.
Can I put a plug out for our wonderful website guy and our poster designer here?
Oh my gosh, yes, please do.
Jay and it's Jay Andrews, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not going to mess up his name because
I called him Ray the other night.
What?
Well, I call him Andrew. But
Yeah.
This is his last
Lucky.
name. Bless his heart. He just, but I'm making him a peach pie.
Okay.
We are all volunteer.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
put in so much extra for us. And she and Bob, so I'm making them peach pies.
Yeah, Jay does all of our sound. He gets us wired for the shows with our wireless mics. He has our special effects, and he is our primary poster designer. And I'm just up here scrolling. I'm driving Sharon crazy because I keep moving it up and down and up and
Yeah,
down.
don't look, you'll have a seizure.
I can't. I'm having so much fun. I really think that my Christmas tree labyrinth is my favorite, and then my Tempest poster. I'm just like,
Of course,
oh,
that's because they're yours.
yes, I know. I have a little bit proprietary, and
Well-
I'm even so impressed that none of the snowflakes are the same.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I've been
He's
looking at
quite
the
creative. He
snowflakes.
also writes music.
Oh, he's a
And
wonderful musician.
during our Christmas caroling,
Yeah?
I've talked to him, and I think that we are going to debut his latest Christmas carol.
Oh, good. Oh, that's big. That's huge.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful. Chris Carpenter was sitting at the piano playing it, and I walked it from the back, and I went, "Oh my gosh, what is that? I've never
Yeah.
heard that before." And she goes, "It's Jay's." And I went, "Shut up!" And it was gorgeous. She played it 3 or 4 times, and I was like in awe. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. So we're gonna be singing that for the Christmas caroling.
Good.
I'm
Well, 'cause-
learning right this second that Jay is a musician.
Oh my gosh,
he's
wonderful.
unbelievably talented. Listen
There
to him
was-
sing sometimes. He won't sing in public, I don't
yeah.
think. But I said, I want to get him on stage. He's
Right?
quite
Wow.
good. Yes.
Well, because I heard him, for some reason, for Little Women or something, he had to move. There was a piano backstage. And I was there for something, and he was playing. And I'm like, he came out. I'm like, oh my God, was that you? And he's like, yeah. I write music. And I just really quite beautiful. I
Yes.
mean, as a musician who loves music, I'll say, but Jay was just, I was like, why haven't I heard you? Why?
Jay.
Why
Keeping
haven't?
secrets from me.
Well,
Yeah.
and he's very creative, but he's
Very
he's
personal, very
it's
private.
for himself, and it's not that he doesn't want it to get out. It's just that he does it because it gives him great joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his testimony as a Christian. I mean, from his standpoint, it's his testimony, and
Yeah.
and I have great respect for that. So I kind of had to force him. I said, "Can we do this?" He goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah. Can we? Would you like to debut this during
Yeah.
our Christmas thing?" He goes, "Well, I guess so." And I said, "Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, take it.
That's
jump
all I
in. Yeah,
needed. I'm
right?
jumping
We'll
on
take
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
want to do it."
Well,
Oh my gosh.
and he's not stopping his learning. He takes piano lessons from the same teacher that my granddaughter does.
Nice.
Oh,
and
how
yeah, and when they do their recitals, he's up there, and she has other adults too, and playing his recital piece. So he's furthering his education
all the time.
Yeah.
he's
That is
he's really
awesome.
he's really awesome human being.
Yeah.
He really
and a
is.
nice guy. Not only is he
Right.
creative and on it. I mean, and his dedication to the audio, not only in church but for us, is unparalleled.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he just gives and gives and gives. And he's very quiet. And you say thank you. He goes, "Okay, you're welcome." I mean,
I hope he likes me because usually my interactions with him are while I'm annoying him.
I know. I feel the same way. I think I'm always asking something of him. Bless his heart.
And I'm always asking stuff of him last minute.
Yeah, we got to get you out of that.
And he's so reliable that you're like, oh, Jay's got this, and then you just have it in your head. Oh, Jay's going to do this.
You actually do need to communicate that to Jay.
And then you don't think to ask him to do it, and it's like, oh no.
Well, in my paperwork, it says you have to ask the sound and lights at least 2 weeks before.
Right.
And
Which
even
2
more.
weeks doesn't seem like that much time. That to me still seems like last minute.
Yeah,
but even then, I rarely get it. I think last year for Chihuahua's Got Talent, I don't even think I talked to him about Chihuahua's Got Talent until the week before.
You're correct. You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've been meaning to. Catherine and I have been meaning to talk to you about that.
I just had it in my head that, oh yeah, we got.
So we're very protective of our Jay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that he gets what he needs because he's never says no to me about anything.
Because I had saw him and I stopped him to talk about some stuff, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, Chihuahua's Got Talent coming up next week. You know, you're running the light and sound for it. And he's like, nobody's talked to me about this. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. So we're changing our ways, right?
Yes.
And we are going to pick a date this week. I'm still waiting to hear back from the school district about when
prom is.
When is prom?
Yes.
Okay, if anybody knows when prom is for Chihuahua schools, please let us know.
I have contacted the school district.
I was going to say they're still trying to figure it out probably.
The hamster wheels are running, and they're trying to track down the right people to figure out. They have scheduled it, but the people in the office when I called weren't aware of.
Well,
the trouble is that they do a combined prom with other small schools, and so there's
takes a while.
The coordination on that.
The coordination to get the right date that all these 4 or 5 schools can do.
Well, I just appreciate the fact that you are wanting to get this date out early so people can prepare for it. Because, it's not something that you can prepare in a week unless you are almost a professional. And that's not what this is for. This is for people who just want to get up and have some fun and sing or dance or juggle or whatever talent you have.
And
Reading
last year it was brought back for the first time after a 4-year hiatus since pre-COVID, and it was my first time doing it. No idea what I was doing, and
I'm going to help you this year.
And I didn't. Yeah, thank you. And I didn't put out the notice until I think it was during Winterfest in February.
Yeah,
for an
really
event,
late.
For an event that people have to plan and act for, prepare for,
audition for,
in a month and a half later.
Well, the thing that people don't understand about big shows like that is the same way with one act. You have to have a director. So you have a director for a play, but anytime you have a production, you have to have a director. Somebody's got to be in charge of who goes where, when, and how that happens, and so on. So I think that was the main thing. But you're learning. It's a new thing. Everything that we're doing right now is kind of new, and so we're spreading our wings and figuring things out. It takes a while.
Well, again, like Jay, I've realized it was about a week before the actual performance. We'd already had auditions. We'd already picked our performers, and someone's like, "Okay, well, who's your stage manager?" And I was like, So I found one really quick the weekend before.
And oh my gosh, she is outstanding.
Riva.
Oh my gosh, I was so
Riva's
sorry that
amazing.
she couldn't audition for our shows because she's too busy.
I thought you were talking about Chihuahua's Got Talent. Yeah, she didn't audition for Chihuahua's Got Talent because she didn't know about it because it was all last minute. So this year, I'm actually about 2 months. I wanted to get it out by the end of September, and then I wanted to get it out by the end of October. But now we're in November. I blinked. But we will get those out.
We just got to have a date.
Yep.
You know, you got to have it. You can't. You can say we're going to have it. It'll be sometime in this month. So get ready for it. But we really kind of need a date. Yeah.
I'm going to get a date. I'm waiting. School district, call me back. All right. So we are running late for the show.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for coming in.
I can't stop talking. You're right. I just love coming on. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All the listeners may have left when I come on because my accent, people can't understand what I'm saying. But awesome.
Yeah,
but thank you for having me. I love listening to y'all and love being here.
And we love you.
We love you, Catherine.
We love you. You're my Aunt Catherine.
Oh, yeah, you are. I was your aunt in that show at one time.
So you can stay tuned right here tonight. Let's see what we have here. 6 to 8 p.m. is Music for the Mountain. 8 to 10 p.m. Dirt Road Blues with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. And then from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. is Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date. Don't forget to go out and get your tickets for the One Act Play Festival this weekend. We have tickets available on our Facebook page for our show coming up later this month with Two Birds, One Stone, Jacob Van Now. And this is I haven't talked about it too much. It's a really cool one. It's actually the musicians have came together and said, we want to do a fundraiser for the radio station.
Oh, how wonderful.
This is a show being put on by the bands for the radio station.
Nice.
as a fundraiser. So,
Nice.
And
so
what date
it's
is
a really
that
cool
again?
special. That is November 30th.
November 30th.
And we do have, I'm going to put a call out in the next, hopefully later today. If you're interested, message us on Facebook. We are doing a radio station volunteer weekend.
Yes.
We're going to recruit volunteers. We're going to do some cleaning up the station, get it ready. We're going to.
But Sunday and Monday, right?
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, the 23rd and 24th.
Okay, we were talking last night. I thought it was the 24th and 25th.
No,
so
23rd and 24th.
My bad. Okay, I'll still be in Florida at my wedding. I won't be able to
that's
come.
okay.
I know.
That's
I really kind of wanted to help.
We're going to be here the whole time. We'll be from 11 to 5, the 23rd and 24th. If you're ever interested in volunteering on the radio, if you ever want to come hang out, spend the weekend in you don't have to spend the whole weekend. You can come as little
He's
or as
gonna
much
lock
as
the
you
door
want.
when you come in.
Yep. We had some new stuff donated that we're going to rearrange and make some space for it.
There'll be a little dance floor.
Yeah, we're going to make a little dance floor for
Little
the show coming up on the 30th.
And getting everything ready for Wonderful Life rehearsals.
And we're getting everything ready for Wonderful Life rehearsals.
Yeah.
Which I need to do a little bit of that beforehand so we can actually have space to rehearse.
Yeah, yeah.
But
get the chairs down.
Yep. Don't forget to go to the Center for the Arts, ChewilaCenterfortheArts.com, and take a look at all these beautiful posters, especially the Christmas tree lavender.
And with all that said, we especially would like to thank you for listening to KCHW. This has been your KCHW Morning Show.
Yeah,
Have a good day, everybody.
Have a
He
great
needs
day.
more
Goodbye,
coffee.
everybody.
Thank you. Right?
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I always have to do the Muppet dance at the end of it.
It's 9.